let's talk about games that are coming out in January 2025, and it looks like a pretty mixed month of games depending on what kind of games you like and prefer to play. So let's actually look at and talk about it. So first and foremost, we have Sea Fantasy, which looks like a top-down sort of, I was gonna say 8-bit, but like inspired by 8-bit RPGs with a lot of sort of fishing elements into it as well. And that's coming out on PC on January 7th. Next thing we have is Freedom Wars coming out, or Freedom Wars Remastered coming out January 10th, PS5, Switch, and PC. You've got a lot of years in prison. You need to pay that off by fighting giant monsters and putting your own life on the line for the most part. A real fun time, as it would seem. Next we have is Hyperlight Breaker, which is actually a follow from, I don't know, it follows Hyperlight Drifter, which is made by the guys at Heart Machine, and so is this game as well, so definitely look forward to that. That's coming out on PC on January 14th, and on the exact same day, we're also getting Threefold Recital, which looks like an anime style, I say anime styled. It's more the furry characters and just the animation and things like that. Sort of like side-scrolling adventure game with elements of mystery thrown in for good measure. And that is also coming out on PC same day, January 14th, as Hyper Light Breaker. Next we have is Donkey Kong Country Returns HD coming out January 16th. For the Switch, because obviously that's not going to come out on any other platform. And I'm not going to stick on this trailer for too long because we also have Things Too Ugly, which is coming out on the exact same day on PS5, Xbox Series S and X, Switch, and PC, which very much feels like it's got a lot of... It feels like a puzzle game that really is going to push you quite a bit. Now, are the actual contents going to be like that? I'm not too sure, and I wouldn't really be able to tell you, but it looks genuinely fascinating and might be worth something that may be worth looking into. Then we have Tales of Grace's F Remastered coming out on January 17th. This one is a personal, very, very much looking forward to game that's coming out on the Switch. I'm pretty sure it's also coming out on PS5 as well, because I have it on the PlayStation Store at the moment, but I didn't get a chance to check out what the actual release date was going to be. It's just cool to be able to see this game and the characters all over again after I played this game over 12 years ago at this point. So this is definitely one of the good ones and worth jumping into if you ever get a chance to. At the same time, or rather the same day, we also get Dynasty Warriors Origins, also coming out January 17th, and that is on PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. So look forward to this if you are a fan of Dynasty Warriors and would like to go to, closer to what you would expect to see back on the PS2 days. But it's also a bit of a reboot where we have now got this unnamed main character that we're kind of moving on from. So I do wonder where this kind of is going to map out compared to all the other Dynasty Warriors games that we've seen thus far, and especially with the fact that Dynasty Warriors 9 really screwed the series up real bad, and that the last true Dynasty Warriors game that came out was Dynasty Warriors 8 in any real regard. But even then, DLC were taking away weapons from characters and then selling it back to you all over again. Seems like Dynasty Warriors Origins may do something similar. That being said, however, on January 22nd, we have Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist, which actually is a follow-on from Ender Lilies, if I remember correctly. So I don't know if both games have anything in common, but if you've played Ender Lilies and very much enjoyed that Metroidvania as much as I have, then Ender Magnolia is absolutely going to be up your alley. With that being said, however, we also have Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles, which is an old school PS1 game that is now coming back all over again, and this is coming out on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, Switch, and PC. That being said, however, other games coming to PC are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Obviously, for people who have already played the game on PS5, which is the only platform it was available on previously, now is coming to PC. Though that being said, Square have been kind of shoddy with their PC releases, so there may be some amount of worry, and that's perfectly understandable in that sense. Pretty much the very next day, January 24th, we have Synduality Echo of Ada, which actually looks really cool. It's coming to PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. It looks like a mech game, but I'm not really sure what to make of it. It definitely has sort of anime-esque art style. It seems to lean into its story. Also, the mech seems to be very... Either you can swap out the mechs or you can get very customizable with it. Very difficult to tell just purely from the gameplay trailer, but it does look like a lot of fun. That being said, however, a few days later on January 27th, we have Virtua Fighter 5 REVO. I don't know what the REVO is supposed to be, but pretty much what I feel like may very well be the final Virtua Fighter release until the next Virtua Fighter that we're going to get from the guys who made the... Okay, no, Rival... Rollback, I don't know, okay. I'm not too sure what the REVO was supposed to be. I thought it was actually going to tell us in the trailer. But this re-release is also by the guys who made Yakuza, so it's worth pointing out that like the Yakuza guys are going to be working on the next Virtua Fighter anyways, or rather the reboot, whatever that may be. But yeah, moving on from that, January 28th, we are getting Tales of Iron 2 Whisker of Winter. So for those of you guys that don't know, Tales of Iron is you playing as a mouse or a rat that's kind of just traveling the world Metroidvania style, of course. But that being said, this is a sequel, so if you've played 1, you're most likely going to enjoy 2. Fingers crossed that it is actually as good, if not better. Then on January 30th, while I'm very much looking... Oh, wrong one, sorry. Same day, January 28th, Stone of Madness is also coming out as well. So as you can see, isometric angled game, not with a lot of RPG elements, and it looks to be quite deep in that regard. This trailer is from Gamescom, worth pointing out. So if you want to, give this a try, definitely worth it. But one that I'm personally very much looking forward to, January 30th, Hello Kitty Island Adventure is coming to Switch and PC first. That being said, I'm going to wait for when it comes out on PS4/PS5, because that's probably when I'm going to be playing it anyways. Maybe I might try it a little bit on Switch beforehand, but that's my preferred platform right there, which is to play it on PlayStation, because we know it is actually coming to those platforms later on. The exact same day, however, 30th of Jan, we are also getting Marvel Spider-Man 2. That's coming to PC. And then January 31st rather, we also have Citizen Sleeper 2, which we all know Citizen Sleeper did do incredibly well when it originally released. So to get a sequel, A, is great, but also B, it's actually been quite some time since Citizen Sleeper has actually come out. Wow, that is actually making me really, twist my tongue at the moment. But yeah, those are the games coming out in January. Now, I did have another game here on the list by The Gamer in this article called Final Night, coming to PC. However, we don't actually know if that game is actually going to be coming out in Jan, because no confirmed date had been announced. Now, many of these games can potentially move in dates, but to me personally, the ones I'm looking forward to are certainly going to be Freedom Wars Remastered, Tales of Grace's F Remastered, Ender Magnolia, Star Wars Episode 1, Jedi Power Battles. And I think that's about it, because I've already got Virtua Fighter 5 on the PS4 re-release that they did. So yeah, I guess just take that for what it's worth. But let me know if you guys are looking forward to any of the games that I've talked about in this video that I've been able to source out from The Gamer article. But with all that being said though, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Like the video, like the subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year. And with all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.